That was a nice start.
Right. Okay, guys, welcome back to
It's
Orange.
like the air horn.
Huh?
I said it's like the air horn in the party, you know?
Yes, like I don't even know what that was. Oh, it's a dumpster truck. It's a trash truck. So, hey guys, another episode of Ari's Corner. I'm here with Mel. You guys are on this side. I'm learning. I'm learning. So we don't have a topic today. We're just gonna get to know a little bit about Mel, maybe a lot of bit about Mel, depending on what questions I come up with.
Yeah.
So, for starters, who is Mel? What's your name? Where are you from? I mean, I know this information, but the people don't.
My name is Melissa. They call me Mel. I am in Toronto. I'm in Scarborough, Canada.
Oh, we love it.
Who am I? I am a mom, a just a regular. I don't know what else to say besides I'm a mom and I'm a reveler. I'm a partier. I'm a chef. I'm everything you need me to be. I'm a sous chef. I'm everything you want me to be. Okay.
Baby, you're the jack of all trades.
Yes.
You're that 24/7 friend.
Mm-hmm. I need a sign. I need a one moment sign. That they found you.
The fact that he followed me outside and was like,
I'm like, oh snap, they found you.
Okay, so you said you're a mom. How many kids do you have?
I have 2 girls. My oldest is 10, she's Sonia, and my youngest, Sienna. Her birthday is actually next week on the 31st.
Happy birthday! Even though I'll be able to tell her happy birthday in the chat.
I know.
Happy birthday!
So I'm planning her 4th birthday. She wants a mermaid birthday, so I'll be scraping up all the mermaid paraphernalia I can find right now.
At this point, you need to scrape up Ariel herself, okay?
I'm telling you, if I see a redheaded lady on the road, I would just snatch her and be like, listen, come up.
I need you. I need you to pretend you're going under the sea.
Please.
So, let me see. So
I can also say that I've been with the kid's dad. We've been together for, how old am I? We've been together for going on 14 years now.
Okay. Because I remember you saying, I was about to try to ease into that, because I remember you were like, that's a long story. Not really a long story, but it's like a long story. So how how young are you? I'm not going to say how old, because baby, we won't ever get old. How young are you?
I don't do old. I'm 34. I'm 34. Yeah.
You said that you guys have been together for 14 years, so you met him when you were 20.
I think I was 21, actually.
Okay.
Oh, I guess my math don't work.
Okay. So that's the math not working. So how old is he? I know
right now he's 52.
Okay. How did you meet him?
I met him actually because my girlfriend she worked with this girl. Okay. And she was like, oh, this girl wants me to come out to her birthday party with her, but I don't know her like that. So I need someone to come with me. I said, bet, no problem. Let's go.
I love the party. Come on.
Right? So we went to this club or whatever. And then they, in the club, they don't want you smoking inside until a certain time. Like when the party's going on, then they can't really stop it. But she started smoking early or whatever. So long story short, we got kicked out. She had a little man friend, and the man friend was like, okay, well, I have somewhere we can go, which was my man's house, because he lived by himself. He has a place, he had a pool table, bars always stocked and whatever. So we go over there, and then I'm telling my friend, I said, look at that man. He is fine as shit. He had, his finger is like this, like it's stuck, and I'm like, look at his finger, because listen to me.
Not you was attracted to the finger, girl, not the finger.
I was like, girl, look at his hand. What's wrong with his hand? His hand is like this. It excited me. I don't know what it was. It excited me. So I'm getting hot. So I'm giving him the eyes. And then he's Jamaican, so he has the talks. So he just, we started talking. We're playing pool, whatever cases. I never looked back. He told me when I was leaving that night. He told me, if you ever need weed, because he hustles, right? So he's like, if you ever need weed, come link me. I said, yeah, perfect, bet. We exchanged numbers. We talked all day the next day. And then he said, I think he said, okay, well, after we talked the whole day the next day, he said, okay, well, let's hang out, come check me. And I'm like, okay, let's do something. And he's like, okay, come check me at the house. And I'm like, check you at the house? What does he
Like,
mean
honey,
come
you
check
gotta
you at the
take out
house?
to dinner.
So I went, right? I met him by his apartment. He was waiting for me downstairs with a cab. We went down the street to it's called Beaver Fishery. Went to a fishery. He picks out crab, lobster, mussels,
Okay.
something up shrimp, a bag of stuff. We go back to his house. The man chefs up everything. I've never had mussels before.
He was like, I didn't cook he was like, I didn't cook this baddie, baby. I gotta reel her in. I gotta cook the meal up.
He didn't even know that food is my kryptonite. Worst, seafood is my kryptonite. Like, talk to me nice, okay? Seafood is my love language, okay?
Listen,
All day,
I love
every day.
crab, a blue crab, a crab leg. Okay, listen.
So, needless to say, I was locked in from then. And what even worse, I was ready to give it up. And and we were doing our thing. We're hug up, feel up, kiss up. And then he didn't even try to smash. He waited. He waited. I was like, well, I'm here ready to dash away the box. And he was like, we'll take time a little bit. So I was locked in from then. Needless to say, I think we did the next day, but I've been locked in ever since.
You know what's so funny? I'm a hoe about seafood too. And me and Papa's first real date, but technically our second date, was to a seafood boil place.
Mm-hmm.
And that night after the seafood boil place, we got there and they were only doing like the adult not Kool-Aid, like the adult Capri Suns, like pre-made drinks, and they just ran out. He's like, we ain't got no liquor. He was like, well, I'm not really a drinker, but I know you are. He was like, is there like a bar somewhere around here? And I'm like, yeah. So we're at the bar, and he was like, you're going to let me taste that thing tonight. And I'm like, yes, I am. Girl, honey, he was living with his cousin at the time. Him and his cousin had a place together.
Yeah.
And his cousin was at work. He had lost his key, so he like pulled up to the cousin. He was like, I need the key. I'm with Ari, blah, blah, blah. So I'm lit on my phone. So he's like, all right, we're going to go back to the crib. I just got the key from my cousin. I'm like, I don't know that man. I'm not going in there. So he like, but I thought we was about to, I said, maybe we can get a crack in the car. Right? I said, we can get cracking in the car, baby. And like you said, from then it was
locked in.
We locked in, okay?
Locked in.
Let me see. So, okay, you said he's 52, right? 50,
yeah.
52.
I think,
okay.
Yeah.
Did anybody, like, with you being like 20, 21 at the time, did anybody like side eye?
No.
Your relationship?
I don't. No, not to my face at least.
Okay.
But the thing is, I've always dated older men. It's just been a thing. I think high school is the only time I had a boyfriend who was the same age as me. Mm-hmm. I've always just dated older people. That's just how it's been. So, but the thing is, I didn't tell. But the thing is, he didn't look his, at the time when we met. I think he must have been like 37 or something. Mm-hmm. And he still looks young to this day. People, when we go out, all his brethren who are getting old and gray and big belly and this, that are like, oh, you know, age and blah, 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 blah. Like, I know he doesn't look his age. Even my friends are like, he don't look like no grandfather. I said, you're damn right. So, and the only people, I only like hid it from like my parents.
Okay.
I didn't really say, nor did they ask me.
So it's kind of like, don't ask, don't tell.
Exactly. Like, they found out later on in life, because he has older children and stuff. So naturally, like, it just came up, like, it's been 13 years. So you're not gonna not know how old he is. Like, we have kids together, you know what I mean? So but they never said anything. Like, my parents trust my judgment to a certain extent. And then, like, they see him, you know what I mean? They know, obviously they know me, they know what's good for me and what's not or whatever. So they see him, they see how, like, he is towards me. And it's so funny. My mom used to always say as a child, Melissa needs to marry a rich man. And I never understood what she meant because I want too much. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's not that he's a rich man, but like I said, he has this thing going on and he can keep me happy but still not make me go off the rail. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just spending like a crazy person. So it's a good balance. So even things like that, like they see him and they see the type of person that he is. And it's obviously like, look, my dad just left here actually. He came for a test at the hospital and he came to visit me. So my parents are still married. So I've always had a good example of a or a role model for a male, right? So it's not like I have bad judgment when it comes to who I choose. So I think that they see that in them. So they never really said anything to me about his age or his children or whatever the case is. They like, because you know, they trust my judgment. So I think the only people who, and even if anyone said anything, I don't give a shit. Like, who the hell are you? You're like, what are you gonna do for me? Like,
What are you gonna do? Like, what is okay? You're telling me this information, but what exactly are you going to do, or what do you want me to do with it? Because I don't care.
exactly. So I don't. If anyone had anything to say, I wouldn't really business because you're not doing anything for me. You're not building with me. You're not saving with me. You're not doing.
You're not paying these bills. You're not raising these kids. You're not buying.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what's funny? Before I met him, I was very much. I'm kind of selfish still. So I was always like, I don't want no kids. I don't want no children. But when I met him, we didn't have Sonia until after 3 years, I think. That's when I was pregnant. So I didn't really care to have children until I saw how he was with his children, because I know my relationship with my dad and I know these men out here are trifling. So I was like, I don't want no kids because no one's gonna match my dad. No one's gonna match my dad, and I don't have time for it. So I'm just gonna be out here, live my best life, and that's gonna be it. But seeing how he was with his children, it made me comfortable to have my own. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, no one can tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing about no age. Sorry.
Age and number, the number. So you said that he has older children. What is the age gap? Well, how many other children does he have?
7.
Jesus.
It's funny because I actually went to high school with 2 of them.
So altogether, because
he has 9. He has 9, including my 2.
Okay, I was gonna say, because with me and my boyfriend, those kids are my kids. I was gonna say my kids. I only have 1 kid. My kid is his kid. Like we're all like they're all our kids.
Yeah.
So altogether, you guys have 9 kids.
Yeah, and you know what's I didn't really have an issue with it because his kids are well behaved and they're mannerisable and stuff like that. But and then so growing with them, like even what was it, maybe 2 months ago, one of his daughters moved out of their mother's house, and I was so proud of her because it's like I met her when she was like 9, and seeing her grow and you know, seeing her get her home place. It was like watching my daughter move out and blossom. I helped her furnish her house. Like I told her, I'm like, I'm going to buy your couch because I'm so proud of you for, you know, for getting this far. She always said, I'm going to move out, get my own place, blah, 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 blah. And she did. So I'm like, when she did that, I said, girl, pick your couch and I'll get it for you, because I was like, that was my housewarming. Like, obviously it's coming from us, right? But I was so excited.
You pick what you want to sit your ass on. For the rest of your time here.
What do you mean? And where I want to send my kids? Where I want to send my kids to?
No, like her with the couch. You pick where you want to sit your ass at for the rest of your time in there.
Right? I'm like, telling you.
You pick your couch. So, let me see.
What I was gonna say with his children, it's so nice as my kids get older because they have other people to bounce off of. You know what I mean? They have older brothers, they have older sisters. And even that same sister, she'll take them for the weekend and they love them so much. You know what I mean?
That's nice.
They love them so much. And even the older kids that I went to high school with, their children, like they have play dates for the whole weekend right now. You know what I mean? So it's more family on more family on more family, and I love that
village, no matter how old the child gets.
Yeah, like they have that little crew of people, and they're all family. You know what I mean? Whether it's their sisters or their aunties. My kids are aunties for like 6 kids or 9 kids, which is actually crazy. I said, listen, don't call them don't call them Auntie Sienna, because Sienna is 3. She's not no one's auntie.
That sounds so wild.
These are your cousins. Don't be calling no one no nephew or whatever from now. This is your cousin. But like the community, when they say it takes a village, it's a village that is his children, you know, and our kids. So it's nice. Like it's changes so much as my kids get older and as they get older, and their interactions with them. Like my little one balls out for those 2 older girls the one that just moved, and her sister. So all the time, I want to go Shael's house. I want to go Shay Shay's house. I'm like, can you just calm down? Like, you act like you don't like
Can you
me.
let her breathe? Like,
No, but they act like they don't want to live with me. Like, I'm like, so you don't like it here? Like, what? What's the issue?
as an older sister, it's just something about those younger siblings that just, it's just like,
I've heard it.
Yeah,
I've heard it.
so
When I'm like annoyed by the little tornado, they're like, they just think she's funny. And I'm like,
there is with the baby, and it's like, I don't find this funny.
no, it's not. I know, they just find it really entertaining, and I'm just like, that's because you guys are just have to deal with it part-time.
Yeah, like, you guys don't have to stay home with this.
It's crazy, but like, I can just say it's really nice. It's really nice to have the other extensions outside of like like me and Ziggy's parents, and like, it's nice to have those other sources for them to, and that they're only 10 and 4. Life is so much, they have so much ahead of them where they have all these other people they can bounce off of, you know what I mean? So it's really nice. It's really, really nice. I know people will always have stuff to say, like, oh, he has so many kids, whatever. And like, listen, me and my kids and him are thriving. So I don't know.
Yeah, as long as everybody's taking care of the older kids, the younger kids, the baby.
Yeah.
Hell, the iguana, if somebody got a pet iguana. As long as everybody is taken care of. So, you met your boyfriend at 20, 21. Let's rewind just a little bit. What did Mel do right out of high school? Did you go to college? I'm not sure what they call it in Canada.
I didn't. When I finished high school, I said, "Oh, Mom, I want a year off." So I took a year off. I was working and stuff like that, and then I didn't really know. Like, I knew I wanted to do something where like fashion or makeup was concerned, right? Mm-hmm. So then my mom kind of pushed the issue. She's like, "Well, you should." I did like a business administration thing, college course, but I'm like, just so that way, she's like, "Oh, you can start your own business," kind of thing. But I'm like, I would have rather gone to like going to school to be a seamstress. I just had to just kind of figure stuff out along the way when it comes to the clothes and stuff that I want to make, but I don't have all those finishes and stuff like that. And then now it's hard to do all that kind of stuff. But I did do the business administration, and then I was working in the hospital. Like, I did a bunch of jobs. I used to work at Foot Locker. I was I was in collections and all that kind of, so many collections jobs. And then I ended up working in the hospital in the kitchen. So that was about 14 years ago, and I've been here ever since. I changed from the kitchen worker to housekeeping to then I became a unit clerk on the maternity ward. I loved it there. And then I've just bounced around for different parts of the hospital. Now I'm in mental health. Now I run the mental health outpatient program here in the hospital where I'm hiding from right now, next door. I'm in my director's office right now. But,
like, I'm just taking a little break.
No, it's true, because I be busting my ass all the time, and it just happens that today, because I was gonna message you. I came in today and I was checking the schedule because I said clinic always finishes early on a Friday, but for some reason there was none. It just worked out like that today because a lot of doctors are on vacation, so people are covering. They don't want to see patients, blah blah blah. But I was like, oh, I think I might have to change it to 3:00 and not 2. So when I went online, when I went on the thing, and I was like, oh, where's all the patient? I'm like, is my computer broken? I thought something was wrong. And
like, where is everybody?
There's nobody. I said, you see how God works? This is perfect. That's why when you messaged me, I said, yeah, girl, we're ready. We're ready for it. Let's go.
I was laying here watching an interview from like 10 years ago, and I noticed the time, and I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, let me ask her, like,
yeah.
I'm just laying here not doing anything, just putting my blanket in the dryer. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let me just make sure this is still fine with her. If she wants to, postpone it a little bit, that's fine. Like, I have nothing.
Now, girl, I'm ready. I was cleaning my office, and because I rarely get this time, and I'm kind of OCD, and there's so much old stuff in here. Especially because I'm by myself now. The other person retired, so there's so much leftover bullshit, and I couldn't do the chaos. And my manager was like, "Oh, do you need stuff to do?" I'm like, "No, I have some free time. I don't need anything to do. I'm good. I'm thriving. Thank you.
I don't need any extra activities."
Yeah.
So, okay, now that we know what Mel just did a bunch after, just a bunch after high school.
Mm-hmm.
I know you said
I tried to be a stripper after high school, but it didn't work. That didn't work out either.
Okay, well, how did you get into being a stripper?
I wanted money. You see, when I was going to school, I couldn't work like that, right? And I'm trying to make fast money. I was trying to strip. It wasn't working. Like, I literally, God just kept blocking me. It just was not working. So I was like, you know what? Forget this. But I definitely tried. My name was Red Dawn.
So did you ever make it to the stage? Did you ever make
I did. I was on the stage, but then at the times when I went, it's like I didn't know you have to be there from like 5, 6 to catch a little lunch rush and whatever. Like, I would be coming late and everyone already spent their money. I would go on stage and, you know, clap my things and whatever, but it's like I didn't make any money. It just wasn't working. And then little things like, you know, the person that was gonna drive me, their car wasn't working, and it just wasn't working. It just was not working. So
it just wasn't meant for you to be a dancer.
I wasn't supposed to. I really just wasn't supposed. I wanted to. I really want to because I'm not like that timid, Frady person. Like I'm kind of cocky. Like I was like, I'm the shit. I don't business.
You was just ready to show them what you had.
I was ready. I was like, I just wanted the money. I just had a money mindset because, like I said, like my mother said, she needs a rich man. I just wanted too much stuff. How much times do I tell you guys I need to stop shopping in this damn hospital? I have a problem.
I was going to say, you have an addiction to whatever they're selling in that hospital.
I only didn't buy anything today because they're selling like life insurance or something, and I was like, we can't. It's not tangible. We can't put it on.
I can't wear life insurance.
Nah, they're using life things.
I can't do nothing with that.
Yeah.
So I know you told us. Well, not them. Well, I mean, if they're watching, then you told them. But I know you told us. I don't want to say like a lot per se, because saying like a lot pertaining to your relationship sounds like y'all was out here like Bonnie and Clyde together shooting shit up. But
well, not shooting shit up, but we did a lot. We hustled together. We've been to jail together. We've had our door kicked 3 times.
Okay.
2 times.
How many times have you guys? Oh, I just love it. That is like a true Canadian love story.
I'm dead.
How many times have you guys been to jail together?
We've only been to jail together once. Like our door got kicked. They brought us both. Like we had to stay in the police station, like the holding cell overnight, and then we drove in the same paddy wagon to the court. Like, you know, the next day we spent the night together, and we're talking like we're in cells side by side in the police station, you know, and then we're yelling at each other through the wall of the paddy wagon to the courts. And then we got bail the next day, right? So it's not jail, but we were held together.
Close enough.
Yeah, we were held together.
So if you're able to tell us, because I'm not, this is all alleged. Whatever she finna say, it's all alleged. Even if it's not alleged, it's alleged, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It is alleged. She's just telling a story. She is very creative with her stories. With the first time you guys' door got kicked, why?
They were looking for narcotics, which they didn't find because there was nothing there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, the first time the door got kicked was the first time you guys were J&B on the run tour, locked up in the paddy wagon. Why did
that was the second. That was the second
time.
The first time they kicked the door, they were looking for narcotics. They came. They only were able to find weed, and it was funny because they took him into the hallway, and because it's an apartment building, right? So they took him into the hallway, and they're trying to pressure him, you know. And then I'm seeing these police officers. They're sharing out the weed. They're like, "Here, Jack. Here, John." They're just sharing out the weed because it was like a pound of weed. They're sharing it out. They didn't business about that because police officers don't care about weed. So they came.
Not that y'all smoking my shit.
Basically, they
y'all saved me.
It was good stuff too, you know. And so they're sharing it out, and then they gave him like a promise to. Then they ended up They gave him a promise to appear because they said they're gonna charge him for the weed or whatever the case is. But then we went to court. there was nothing. And the lawyer said that they dismissed it. So that was that. And then the second time was when the one allegedly,
Allegedly, she's just telling
allegedly,
a story, okay? This is a
the
very creative channel.
allegedly someone had said, or someone on the street, a street walker had gotten picked up, and they had said, because the police were like, where did you get it from? And they said, over there. So they came over there, which was to us, and we had known that this interaction had happened allegedly between the streetwalker. So when they came, girl, I gotta tell you something off the air about this story, okay? I'm gonna tell you after. I would tell you after, okay? Allegedly.
You can fill that in after I hit end recording. Okay.
Very much. But just remind me. Tell me I had something else to say. So, anyways, they came at that time, and because this streetwalker had said that they deal with both me and him, they took the both of us to the station, and they tried to pressure. They tried to pressure me. They even tried to say they're like, I heard them. They're like, oh, I don't believe she works in a hospital. What kind of this type of person would be working in a hospital? I'm like, what does that even mean? Like,
what does that mean? Cause sir,
I'm like,
it's true what she said that I did.
I said, do you want to see my badge? Like, what do you want from me? Please. So, but like I said, he's the type of person who knows. I've never seen a hustler like this in my life, only in movies. That's also, I've never seen a hustler like this in my, you know how some hustlers are loose with their ting?
Yeah.
And I've never seen a hustler like him in my life, which is why
that's like my son dad, he allegedly, one of those movie guys. And when I was with him, I never knew nothing. Like when people were coming to me, like after, he got like arrested and stuff or whatever for what he got arrested for, like what I told you guys. When I was so oblivious.
Yeah.
And people were like, you didn't know. No.
That's why I said, I'm like, even both times that they came for him, nothing could stick. They let him out. One time they had to leave with a promise to appear in court, and then there was nothing when we went to court that day. The second time they brought us to the station, charged him. I don't even know what they tried to charge him for, because they didn't find anything that time either, and I'll tell you why, allegedly. But his lawyer bust that up. They're like, why is he here? And we were out the next day. Why are both of them? But let them, like, I don't know what you guys are charging them for.
Let these people go.
Let these people go. Let my people go. So, like I said, he runs his thing a certain way, and I respect him so much for it, because I've never, he's been, like I said, he's older now. He's been there, done that. He's one person I could say who's learned from his mistakes, and he's better for it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I've never seen a hustler like this in my life. I see some hustlers that don't have no damn sense. You know what I mean? Doors are getting kicked.
So loosey goosey.
Their doors getting kicked, shit's all over the place. Oh, and now they're like, oh, what's this? Oh, I don't know. Well, it's in your house, so here you go. Let's go.
It's right in your face. I literally kicked the door in with you opening the bag. You don't know what it is?
That's what I'm saying. So I gotta give him his flowers where that's concerned.
Flowers to my brother-in-law. Flowers. Flowers. So I've seen you guys' pictures together before, and I never thought that I would be on YouTube doing interviews, podcasts, or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask this really juicy question, because you guys give off this look. Y'all be swinging? Y'all be having like threesomes and stuff?
We don't actually. We don't.
Really?
Yeah, we don't. We've never. Like, people have obviously made themselves available if we would have wanted to, but we haven't. We haven't been like that. It's just been me, myself, and him.
Y'all get, when I tell you that picture that you sent that day when I was like, when we had got new people added to that, move mosquito, please. This isn't about you.
I'm dead. This is not about you.
It's not. This is not your time to shine. Okay. That day that we had got new people added to our old chat, and I was like, I wanted to get to know everybody, like, company pictures, family pictures, all of that. And you sent that picture of you guys. I was like, these is two freak ass people, and I know they gotta be swinging, or they be doing something when the kids is going. I just knew it. Y'all just gave that look like that.
That could be the reason why we get inquiries, or like, you know, the girls be pushing up on me and stuff like that, and you know, like, so it's not like if we didn't want to, we couldn't, but we're good. Like, what do I say? We're good. Like, it hasn't even happened. It's been how long, and there's no spice level that has been turned down. We haven't had to. It's been good. It's been good it's been spicy from the beginning. So there's been no reason to.
We don't need a second cooch.
No, we're good. We're good. And I'm all about him, and he's definitely all about me. So it's not like he's looking nowhere else. And that's the thing. You know what I mean? He's not trying to. He's been there, done that. I told you the man has 9 kids in total. He's been through a lot of women. So it's not like he hasn't had, don't kill me. It's not like he hasn't had his fair share of women. He's just like, listen, you're all I need. So I'm good, because he's been, like I said, he has 3 children that are the same age, or they're born in the same year.
I'm recording. Can you sit back? I see.
Where did this thumbs up come from? Oh,
it does that. It does that.
Yeah, like I said, he has 3 children that are born in the same year. He's had women. So I think he's just getting to this point where he's like, I have me. I don't need more. He doesn't make me feel like, you know, some men make you feel like they have a wandering eye. I never even see him look at nobody. You know what I mean? That's one thing.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah, like, you know, some people, I'd be like, I don't even concern if he's ever cheated. That's not even something that I have to worry about. Like, I can say that confidently. You know, he doesn't make me feel like he wants for nobody else. And because it doesn't even like to feel, I know he doesn't want for anybody else, and that's just, so no, we've never grown. We're doing some shit, but we don't have no add-ons.
Okay, so looks can definitely be deceiving, and I'm glad that I asked. It wasn't just out here like, yep, they be swinging and all that good stuff. So now that you said that when you be in a club, you know, you be out, you be at your parties, girls be pushing up on you. Do you like girls?
I've had my time.
Okay.
I've had 3 sons before or whatever, but the girl, dick is my ministry. So I love, listen to me. She said,
this is my story and I'm sticking to it.
But like, I can appreciate a good woman. My neck will be swinging when I see a good looking girl or a nice body. And I tell women, you know what I mean? I tell them all the time, like, if you look good, I will tell you. If I like your outfit, I will tell you, you know what I mean? But it's not, my cat don't get tingly for unless it's like a porno situation, like I'll watch a good lesbo porn or whatever. But like in life, I don't care. Like, give me the trong ting. That's what I want.
I need a strong man.
Yeah.
So when did when did you and your boyfriend decide, like, okay, the hustling shit is over, it's tired, it's done? When did you guys decide that? Okay, well.
Girl, you see, we're living life, okay? We're living life.
Connecting the dots. I'm good. Okay. I know now. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
I don't know.
Baby, I need you to back up.
Hold on. We need one water. Hold on.
Okay.
We come back, yeah.
Okay, you're back. Yeah. You needed a beverage. That was a lot.
My gourmet water from the water cooler.
We love gourmet water, okay? We love gourmet water.
Mommy, I got Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Mommy, look at that.
And I can't edit you out.
Yay.
Oh, okay. Well, looks like I had a co-host
Oh,
today. Unexpected
hey, co-host.
Mel said, "Hey, co-host." Okay, he don't care. He don't care.
Oh, wow.
He don't care.
Not
So
the co-host, not businessing about the guest.
the co-host is worried about Mickey Mouse.
Priorities.
He don't want to talk. He just
hear
wants
that.
to show his body parts, and we don't want to
Priorities.
see your body part. We don't want to see your body parts. So, was he your first boyfriend, like fresh out of high school? Both, not boyfriend, like first serious relationship, like fresh out.
I'm gonna say, well, I guess maybe because the person I was talking to before, we didn't really have a title.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing our thing for about a year and a half or whatever, but we didn't really put a title on it. And then like I had a high school boyfriend for a year, but then after that I was just any and everywhere. So I didn't really. He was like first like real adult, if you can even call a person at 2021 an adult. But that was my first adult.
That's as an adult as you can get.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say yes. Like I've had my fair share of men here. And I've been around them often enough to know that I wasn't really trying to be about nobody. But he showed me something different, so I said, "Okay, let's go."
Do you guys want to get married, or are you just like?
I'm not getting married for the government to come combine up my money and come tell me that you get less on my taxes, you get less for your baby bonus because we're married. Absolutely frig not. Absolutely frig not.
You know what? I forgot that you guys had a baby bonus,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot that when you file taxes when you're married, you have to file together. You know what? Let me write this down in my notes.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. Trust and believe.
Somebody asked me about a marriage. Let me write that down.
Hell no. And like we will have a celebration of our relationship because everybody and their granny in Scarborough was like, "When are you guys getting married?" Like they're fed up now. But I'm like
9 kids, doors kicked.
Yeah.
Alleged narcotics. Like what are we doing here?
But I know that we're in this we're good. I know that but if you know us and if you know how we throw a party together, the wedding would be over the top. It would have to be. So like when we decide to have this celebration of relationship party, that will be it. You know what I mean? But we're not getting
the celebration. I will fly out for it, baby. I don't care if I gotta drive.
Yeah. No, don't worry. Cool though. Because and and we've always just held off on it because we're like, we know what we would spend. We know what we would spend for this. We look at what we spend when it comes to regular stuff for our kids or just barbecues because we're hosty type of people. Like we'll always like to host stuff and whatever, right? Even right now, I was told I've been dialed back for Sienna's party this year because there would be 2 Ariels if it was up to me. You know what I mean? But
baby, we need Triton here. We need all her sisters.
I would have Sebastian. I would have Scuttle. Okay. I would have Ursula. I would have the whole cast if it was up to me. But like I said, he keeps me in line. He gives me more than enough, but keeps me from doing too much. You know what I mean? So, like I said, where this full wedding situation comes up, we know we would do it big. So we're in no rush. We're not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. So we have time. It's just a matter of time. But I'm like, no, I don't want the government to come combine up our things. No, thank you.
If I say I ain't got it, I ain't got it.
That's what I said. Please. I want to stay in my tax bracket, okay?
If I say I ain't got it and I want that extra money when I file tax because of these kids, I ain't got it.
Thank you very much. Single.
Single.
Check out the single box.
Single.
Never been married. Co-host screams single. You're single?
No.
You're not single.
No.
But who am I?
Now he coming out with secrets on the episode. He gotta be the next episode.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
So, do you have anything that you want to leave us with, sir?
Sitting.
Just scoot back. Because I'm running this show. You're not helping me.
I'm dead.
Mommy, what?
My setup just fell down. Okay, there we go. Oh my God, rapid. Okay, good. Boy, you know this ass super fat. I ain't lying. You good? I'm in that shit back. Kiss me.